Hello, guys. Welcome to another class. This is Coach or Teacher Kevin, as you want to call me. So, welcome to your second class. Uh, Today I'm going to be with this been recorded. Okay, so if you have any issues with your microphones, your cell phones, or computers, or your devices, let me know. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. Just give me 1 second. Mm, mm, mm. Do, 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 do. This one. So today, we're going to be having our class number 2, and we're going to start with this activity. So, um, guys, what do you see in this picture? Where are they from? Do you know? Where are they from? Who knows?
Egypt.
Egypt.
Okay, very good. They are from Egypt, or what is their nationality? What's their nationality?
Egyptian.
Excellent. They are or they're Egyptian. Excellent. What about this person? What is his occupation? What is his occupation? What does he do for a living?
Mechanic.
Very good. So what is the complete sentence? Alessandro, if you're talking, I can barely hear you. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. He's a mechanic.
Excellent. He's a mechanic. So as I was saying yesterday, just remember that whenever we are using or whenever we are talking about occupations, we use the article or an depending on the sound, the next sound. Okay, if the next sound is a vowel, we use an, but if the next sound is a consonant, we use a. And pay attention because I'm not saying the letter, I'm saying the sound. We're going to cover that later because it is important to know it as well. But let's continue. Very good. So he is a mechanic. Perfect. How old is this guy? How old is this guy?
And 5 years old.
Very good. A complete sentence.
He is no.
Uh-huh.
He wha- he
Uh,
have
he
he,
has?
he has 5 years old.
Hmm. What do you think, Daniel? Do we say has?
Mm, yes,
Are
he
you
has.
sure?
Mm, no.
Okay, guys, remember when we talk about age, for example, my age or this boy age, we use the verb to be. We say he is 5 years old. He is 5 years old. We don't say he has or I have. That's incorrect because that is Spanish. Okay. In English, we use the verb to be. So we say he is 5 years old. So next time that you tell your age, you will say, I am 20 years old, I am 27 years old, I am 30 years old, and so on. Let's see. What is his name? What's his name?
Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir Putin. Where is he from?
From Russia.
Excellent. What's his nationality?
He's Russian.
Very good. He is Russian. What is his occupation?
He is
He's
a president.
Excellent. He is a president. Excellent. So, what can you tell me about this character? What can you tell me about this character? What's her name?
Her name is Peppa Pig.
Excellent. How old is she?
I don't know.
Any guesses? Let's make it up.
5 years.
Excellent. She's 5 years old. She's 6 years old. Let's see. What does she do for a living? Do you remember the question that I told you that was very complex? What does she do for a living? What does she do for a living? Who knows the answer? Do you guys remember that I told you like the meaning of that question?
She is jumping in a moo.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Say charco de lodo.
Me neither. I don't know how to say that. So in this case, guys, just remember that whenever we say what does she do for a living, it means what is her occupation or what does she do? So for example, yes, John, tell me.
Okay. Maybe she doesn't work, but she is a student.
Excellent, excellent. She doesn't work, but maybe she is a student. Perfect. So just remember, when a person asks you, hey, what do you do for a living? That person is asking you, what's your occupation? So, hey, teacher, what do you do for a living? I am a teacher. I am an English teacher. So just keep that in mind because that is very useful, especially when you go to interviews. They're going to ask you that question a lot. So, as you may know, or as you may have noticed, we're going to be talking about questions in simple present. So I want you to pay attention to this topic because in simple present, we have two patterns when we use the verb to be and when we don't use the verb to be. And there is where most students get confused. So I don't want you to be deception. Okay. Well, actually, I really want you to be deception. I don't want you to get confused with this topic. So we have questions in simple present. So just remember simple present or easy present because this one is considered the easiest tense of English. Now let's continue. So we have something very easy and very interesting. We have yes, no questions. Help me with the structure, John Serrato.
Okay. To be verb plus subject plus complement plus question mark.
Excellent. So we have the to be verb, the subject, the complement, and don't forget, this is pretty important, my question mark. So pay attention. This is yes, no question. This is a yes, no question. The structure for a yes, no question. When do we use yes, no questions, guys? Do you happen to know when we use yes, no questions? ¿Cuándo usamos preguntas de sí y no? Actually, this is very self-explanatory. We use yes, no questions when we are expecting a yes or a no. That's it. Okay, we don't want more information. We are just confirming something. So we are using the yes, no questions. And let's pay attention to the structure because we first start with the verb to be or the to be verb, the subject, and the complement. And of course, my question mark. So help me with these examples, Daniel.
Are your parents from Spain? Yes, they are. No, they aren't.
How do
Or
you
are
how do
not
you how do you pronounce this word?
parents?
Mm, let's try to say parents.
Parents.
Mhm. Excellent. So why do you guys think this arrow is here? Why do I have an arrow here?
From the question mark?
No. Nope. Think, guys, think. Why do I have this arrow here with my yes no question? No idea? So in this case, I have this arrow here because this is gonna tell me that I have to raise the intonation. So whenever we are asking yes no questions, we need to raise the intonation. So it is not going to be like a blunt intonation like, are your parents from Spain? Because that will be considered an affirmation. But in this case, because we're asking something, we are going to do it like this. Are your parents from Spain? So I want you to notice how I changed the intonation. Are your parents from Spain? So that's not even a question. But what happens if I do this? Are your parents from Spain? So that is a question. So that's the reason that I have this arrow here. And then we have the possible answers. Remember that we have to use the auxiliary that we are using here. In this case, because we are using are, we will use are in the answer. So we can say yes, they are, or no, they are not. Or as Daniel said, no, they aren't. Do you have any questions? Any questions so far? What questions do you have? No questions? Okay, so let's continue. So this is pretty much how we change a positive sentence into a question. It's very simple. As you can see, this is a positive sentence. Robert is good at math. So we have my verb to be, which is going to be working as an auxiliary. And I have a period here. However, if I want to turn this into a question, I will change the position of the verb to be, and it's going to be up here at the beginning of the question or the beginning of the sentence. And then I will change this period into my question mark, and I have my question. As simple as that. So I have, is Robert good at math? Remember intonation. Is Robert good at math? Yes, he is. No, he is not. So we have some positive sentences here, and we have some yes no questions. But let's do something. Let me erase them. So you're gonna tell me how you will turn the sentences into questions. For example, we have the cat is white. Turn it into question, Daniel.
Uh, is the cat white?
Intonation.
Perdón.
Daniel, intonation, please.
Do we see only is the cat white? Where is the intonation? ¿Dónde está la
Ah.
intonación? Vuelvo a leer.
Is the cat white?
Excellent. Is the cat white? Remember, intonation is important. Then we have, she is a waitress. Alessandro.
Is wait. Is she a waitress?
Excellent. Is she a waitress? Perfect. They are from Korea. Mr. Serrato.
Are they from Korea?
Excellent. Sorry. We are in the class. Juan Carlos.
Yes.
How
Are
do-
we? See, are we in the class?
Excellent. And we have the last one. This one goes to Alessandro.
Is he a excellent driver?
Excellent. Is he an excellent driver? Perfect. As simple as that. The cat is white. Is the cat white? She is a waitress. Is she a waitress? So let's pay attention to the intonation. They are from Korea. Are they from Korea? We are in the class. Are we in the class? He is an excellent driver. Is he an excellent driver? So we just raised the intonation. Now let's continue. So we have WH questions. When do we use WH questions? We just covered yes, no questions, but guys, when do we use yes, no, WH questions? Who knows the answer? When do we use WH questions? So pretty much this is going to be the opposite of yes, no questions because we're going to be asking for information. We are not going to be expecting a yes or no. We're going to be expecting information, a piece of information. So as WH questions, we have who, what, when, where, why, and how. Actually, we have more, but we're going to focus just on these ones. So remember, we have who, which is for people. We have what, which is for things or actions. Then we have when, which is for the time, where for places, why for reasons, and how for how something is done. We're going to be covering this in intermediate. No, we're going to be covering this later in pre-intermediate too, how to use how with adverbs. So let's pay attention to this explanation. Help me read the entire thing, please. John Serrato.
Okay. What is used to ask about things and actions? Question 7. I read the question.
Yes.
What is your email? What are you eating? What music do you like to listen to? What is her job? And what does a teacher do?
Excellent. Perfect. So in here we have some tenses mixed or mixed tenses because this one belongs to actually these two belongs to present continuous. But I want you to pay attention to this. How we use what. So just remember what is used to ask about things and actions. So for example, hey guys, what are you doing? I'm asking you about what action you are performing right now. Ah, I am teaching. I am drinking water. I am visiting my mom. I am talking to my friend. So I'm talking about an action. What about this one? What is her job? Do you guys consider the job is an action or a thing? What is job in this case?
I mean, action.
Excellent. Very good. So in this case, job means uh wait, no. So let's pay attention to the question. What is her job? In this case, job will be considered a thing. Ah, she is a doctor. He is a mechanic. She is a pilot. He is a flight attendant. Whatever. So this will be considered a thing. Or for example, when we ask, hey, what music do you like to listen to? So this is also a thing. Ah, I like to listen to pop music, for example. So this is not an action. We are talking about a thing. Let's continue. Help me, Alessandro.
When is used to ask about times.
And the
When,
questions. Mhm.
okay. When is the movie? When are you arriving? When is your birthday? When does class start? When does the store close?
Excellent. Very good. So we are talking about the time. However, there is another question that also refers to the time, which is what time, how often, and well, actually questions that refer to time. For example, what time, how often, how long, and so on. But the most common one will be when. When is the movie? When are you arriving? When is your birthday? When does class start? There is missing an article here, I guess. When does the class start? When does the store close? So as you can see, these questions, uh, well, most of these questions are in simple present. This one, no. This one is in present progressive for future. But let's pay attention to the first one, and this one. So these four are in simple present. But what's the difference? What is the difference, guys? Do you notice a change? Guys, do you notice a change here and here? Let's see. Daniel, what's the difference between the first question and this one, the fourth one, besides the meaning?
On the first, when is the movie and when does class start?
Very good. So I can say that both are in simple present, but where is the difference? Why am I saying those are in simple present when the structure is way different? ¿Por qué estoy yo diciendo que están en simple present cuando la estructura es diferente? But why? Where is the difference? ¿Dónde está la diferencia? So if you haven't noticed it, Daniel, just tell me.
In the verb,
Excellent. So I wouldn't say the verb, I would say the auxiliary. Well, actually, in the first one, I'm using is, which is going to be the verb and the auxiliary at the same time. And this one, because we are not using the verb to be, we're using a totally different verb, which is start, I will have to use an auxiliary. And what's the auxiliary for simple present? Well, actually, that will depend. It will depend on the subject. If it is third person singular, we will use does. If it is second person, first person, plural, whatever, we will use do. In this case, class is singular. Therefore, I'm using does. So when does the class start? The class starts at 7 p.m. or at 6 p.m. And the same happens here because I'm using the verb to close. I'm not using the verb to be. I cannot use the verb to be. I will use my auxiliary. And as I said, this one and this one are singular nouns. That's the reason I'm using thus. Let's continue. Help me with this one, John.
Um, where? Where is used to ask about places. Where is the bathroom? Where do you live? Where can I wash my hands? Where is the card? And where are you from?
Excellent. So we are talking about places or location. So hey, where is the bathroom? Or where is the rest? Where do you live? Where can I wash my hands? Where is the car? Where are you from? So I'm talking about a specific place and the surface. Any questions about this one? I think this is very easy. Now let's continue. This one. I want you to pay attention to this one because this one is very special. Help me please, Juan Carlos.
Eh, can you repeat the question?
Yes, help me read. Ayúdeme a leer todo esto.
Okay. Who is the president? Who starred in that movie? Who do you work with? Who is your father? Who did you talk to?
Excellent.
Who is used to ask about people?
Very good. Who is used to ask about people? Okay, just remember people. Who is the president? Who do you work with? Who is your father? Who do you talk to? Let's pay attention to this one. Who starts in the movie? In this one, we are not using any auxiliaries because we don't know who the subject is. When we don't know who performs the action, we cannot use any auxiliaries because we don't know. We don't know if it is third person, and we don't know if it is or we don't know if it is plural, singular, whatever. We don't know. Therefore, we will not use auxiliaries. And because we are not using auxiliaries, the verb will be placed in its third person singular form. Entonces, como no sabemos quién es el sujeto de la oración, no se va a poner el auxiliar, pero lo que sí vamos a poner es el verbo en tercera persona, aquí con la S, siempre que estemos usando who y no sepamos quién es el sujeto. So, who starts in that movie? Ah, I don't know. Leonardo DiCaprio starts in that movie. Help me please with this one, Daniel.
Why is used to ask for a reason? Why are you late? Why is the sky blue? Why are you learning English? What did you do? No. Why did you leave early? Why are there three Ks?
Keys.
Keys.
Mhm. Very good. So this is whenever we want to ask the reason for something. So why? And how do we answer? By using because. Okay? Because, and we give the reason. Hey, why are you late? I'm sorry, teacher. I'm late because there is too much traffic. Why is the sky blue? I don't know. Why are you learning English? I am learning English because I want to get a job. Why do you leave early? I left early because I fell sick. Why are there three keys? There are three keys because one is for my car, the other one is for my garage, and the other one is for my house. So, as you might have noticed, I was using because I am justifying my answer. Do you have any questions so far? Preguntas? No? Okay, let's continue. And we have this one, but we are not gonna talk about it because you may get confused. So no, we are not gonna read this part. Let's skip it. We have multiple choice. Okay, so click the right word to fill in the blank. Alessandro, which double question goes here?
Who? Who
Perfect.
is that man? Man.
Yeah.
Excellent, very good. Who is that man? He is the actor Morgan Freeman. Because we're talking about a person. So just remember, whenever we talk about people, we use who. Excellent. Daniel. Daniel.
Where?
Uh-huh.
Where are the pyramids?
Excellent. Where are the pyramids? They are in Egypt because we're talking about a place. Excellent. Mr. Serrato.
When does the movie start?
Excellent. It starts at how do you say this? How do you say this time in English? ¿Cómo dicen ustedes 8:05 en English? Guys, how do you say 8:05 in English? Who knows? ¿Quién sabe? Don't Google it.
Uh, I remember 5 past 8.
That's a good one. That is a very good one. 8:05. But there is another one. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say 8:05. I want to say exactly 8:05. ¿A cuál letra se parece el 0? ¿A cuál letra se parece el número 0?
Oh,
Exactly. So in this case, we can say it starts at 8:05. 8:05. And
oh,
yes, and it applies to all the numbers. 8:02, 8:01, 8:03, up to 9. 8:09, 8:10. But we also have the other option that Daniel said, which was 8:05. That's okay. That's pretty British, to be honest. But American people, most of them will say 8:05. Very good. Let's continue. Help me, please. Juan Campos. Which double question should we use here? Juan Campos?
Not here. Juan Carlos.
Why did the woman get flowers?
Excellent. Why did a woman get flowers? Because it's her birthday. Perfect. Excellent. What about this one? John Serrat.
Um, Why did a window break?
Almost. Actually, for this one is how, but we haven't covered that one. So no worries. How did the window break? A ball went through the window. What about this one? Who knows this one?
What what type of dog is that?
Excellent. That is a great Dane. Perfect. No, no, this one. Wait. Okay, so now we're gonna listen to some videos. Actually, they are very short. So I want you to tell me what you listen to. I want you to tell me the question. But just let me share the screen once again with audio. So please active listening. I'm sorry, please active listen and tell me what you listen to. And then I will reveal the answer. Let's see.
How are you?
Mhm. What is the question, guys?
How
how
are
old?
you?
How old are you?
Okay. He says, how old are you? Let's listen once
How
again.
are you?
Hmm.
How are you?
Yes, the question is, how are you? So actually people tend to get confused to with how old are you and how are you? But in this case, it was pretty obvious, I guess, because he didn't mention old. So yes, how are you? Perfect. Now let's listen to number 2.
What is your name?
This one
What
is
is your name?
excellent. What is your name? Very good. Number 3.
So where are you from?
Uh-huh.
Where are you
So where are
from?
you from?
Excellent. So, where are you from?
Why are you here? Why are you here?
Uh-huh.
Why are you here?
Very good. Why are you here? Perfect. Number 5.
When can I go?
Uh-huh.
When can I go?
Excellent. When can I go? Number 6.
Who are you?
Uh-huh.
Who are you?
Perfect. Excellent. So we're going to stop here because we have to continue with the class. So very good, guys. Like that was excellent. So we have for WH questions, we have the following structure. Help me please, Juan Carlos, with the structure.
Okay. The structure is word plus to be verb plus subject plus complement plus el último
Question
signo,
mark.
question mark.
Excellent. You forgot this one, WH, but that's okay. So yes, we have WH word or WH question plus the verb to be or the to be verb plus the subject, and sometimes the complement is optional because this is pretty much what we want to know. So this is the first one because we're talking about verb to be. Okay. So we have this one. What is your favorite animal? Yes, I love animals, or my favorite animal is the cat. So just remember, whenever we are using yes, no questions, I'm sorry, WH questions, it's because we're asking for information, a piece of information. In this case, complement is in parentheses because most of the times this is what we want to know. So we have, my favorite animal is the cat. So this is an open question. Then we have some other examples, for example, questions for places, people, person, time, date, and manner. Help me with the first one, Daniel.
What is your boss?
Excellent. Continue, Alessandro.
Who is your coworker?
Excellent. Who is your coworker? Coworker, what is the meaning of coworker?
Compañero de trabajo.
Excellent. John Serrato, help me with this one.
When is the final test?
Excellent. And Juan Carlos, help me with this one, please.
How is your assistant doing?
How do you pronounce this word?
How is your assistant doing?
Be very careful with this one, with the pronunciation, because it is not how,
Who?
it's
Who?
how. How.
How?
Mhm. I'm telling you to pay attention to the pronunciation because you are saying this, you're pronouncing this, you will see this word. Do you guys know the meaning of that word? How? it actually means like prostitute. So we don't want to say that. We want to say how. Just remember, vaca. How do you pronounce vaca in English? How do you say vaca in English? Cow. Ah, so we're going to replace the letter C. We're going to add H. So we say how. So guys, please be very careful with pronunciation because you don't want to say how. You want to say how. But very good job. That was excellent. Now we have more practice. Let's see. The question, very good. So we have this. You have the answers, and I want you to tell me the question for this answer. For example, we have, my name is John. Alessandro, what is the question for this answer?
What is your name?
Very good. What's your name or what is your name? Perfect. I'm fine, thanks. Daniel.
How are you?
Very good. I'm from the USA. John.
Where are you from?
Excellent. Where are you from? I am a teacher. Juan Carlos.
Where do you work?
Let's see. Almost. What's your job? Or what do you do? Or what do you do for a living? Or what is your occupation? But we can say, what do you do? Or what do you do for a living? Very good. Well, what's your job? I am 38 years old. Alessandro.
How old are you?
Very good. How old are you? Very good. Yes, I have one brother, but not sisters. What is the question for this answer? What is the question? John.
Um, you can use do you have? Do you have brothers and sisters?
Okay, very good. Almost. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Let's pay attention. Oh, wait. Well, actually, the answer was yes, I have brothers, but not sisters, I guess. I don't know. But because the answer started with yes, so we already know that it was a yes no question in simple present, so we use the auxiliary do. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Yes, I have two siblings. Or actually, I wouldn't say this. I wouldn't say this, brothers or sisters, porque en inglés ya existe una palabra que se refiere a hermanos de las dos maneras. Hey, tenés hermanos. We use siblings. Siblings. Instead of asking, hey, do you have brothers? Any brothers or sisters? ¿Tenés hermanos o hermanas? No, solo si vamos a hacer la pregunta directamente, we can use the word siblings. Y ya abarca todo, ya abarca hermanos y hermanas. Hey, do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. Or yes, I have two siblings. I have a brother and I have a sister. Sí, tengo dos hermanos, un hermano y una hermana. I live in Brazil. Juan Carlos.
I live in
Where-
Brazil.
Where do you live?
Very good. Where do you live? I live in Brazil. My number is 913-491-9355. Juan Campos, what is the question for this one?
What is your number cell phone?
Almost. We can say, what's your phone number?
Okay.
Very good. It's 5 o'clock. John Serrato.
What time is it?
Excellent. What time is it? Yes, I can help you. We haven't covered this one, but who knows the answer of this one? So, John
Can you
Serrato.
help me?
Excellent. Can you help me? No, I'm not married. Uh-huh. What about this one? Daniel.
Um, do you have married? No.
We're using the verb to be. This is a yes no question because we're starting with no. And we are using the verb to be.
I'm not sure.
Alessandro, help him. Alessandro, ayúdele. Alessandro Dueñas.
Yes, I'm here, but I don't know.
John Serrato.
Are you married?
Excellent. Are you married? So we're asking, ¿estás casado? ¿O casada? No, I am not married. And then we have the last one, which is, yes, I can speak English. This is also yes, no question. Let's see, Juan Carlos.
You can speak English.
Change the auxiliary. Diga primero can y después el sujeto.
Can you speak English?
Excellent. Can you speak English? Yes, I can speak English. Perfect. And that was pretty much everything for today. Do you have any questions? Wait,